Happy Tuesday. For some reason I keep thinking it's Monday, so every time I think of what day it is, I have to like double check. But Tuesday, happy Tuesday, guys. I know I haven't been on here in a little while. It's been a little bit busy. I'm finishing up with finals, getting ready for the holidays. I'm going home soon. I've been shopping, wrapping presents, all of the fun stuff, which brings me to what this video was kind of going to be about. So I decided to make a fun video about some of my favorite Christmas traditions, whether it's with my family or maybe one that I do by myself. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So one of the biggest things, I guess, with a family tradition, meaning usually just me and my mom, because obviously I grew up with just me and my mom. So our biggest tradition was going and seeing the Nutcracker. If you guys don't know what the Nutcracker is, it's a Russian ballet with music by Tchaikovsky. Obviously, there's no talking, there's no singing. It's just beautiful music with beautiful dancing. And because of my Russian background, my mom thought it was, perfect for me to go and see it. So little 4-year-old me was taken to a ballet, not realizing that nobody talks or sings or makes noise besides just music and dancing. But I obviously kept going every single year, and I still go. So me and my mom went after like Thanksgiving. We went just to a local theater by our house. So it was super fun, super great. We don't always go to the same place every year. It depends on what's close, what worked with our schedules. Like we have seen the Moscow Ballet when they do their tour. We've seen high schools. We've seen, my goodness, my cats are acting nuts. We've seen many productions where it's been, younger people and older, or maybe more experienced dancers and maybe less experienced dancers, but overall, it's something me and her do together. So that's kind of the main thing about it. So that's one like really main tradition. Sometimes it's me and her, but some years we'll have like my grandparents go or my stepdad go or something like that. But this year it was just me and her, just because it's my first year, actually fully living, away from home. Even though freshman year I did, yes, but then pandemic and all that jazz. So, with me and my cat, so she kind of wanted it to just be a me and her thing. Let's see, another Christmas tradition. It's not really for me personally. I'm sure a lot of people do this, but obviously decorating. Usually, yes, I help decorate my parents' house and then maybe my room a little bit, but this is the first year where I personally get to decorate my own place. Freshman year, me and my roommate did a little bit, like together, like we hung some lights and stuff. But this year, I got to put my tree up, by myself, put ornaments on it. I got some stockings for my cats. Just little things here and there that, were specific to my apartment, not just, oh, here, let me put this, put lights around my bed in my room, even though I do have lights around my bed in my room, but it's more than just my room. Like I said, now my living room's all decked out and I have lights above my window. And I got to put my Christmas village up. This is all things I got to do just within my own house. And then with Christmas decorations, obviously comes Christmas shopping. I always go way overboard with Christmas shopping. I know I shouldn't, but it somehow happens every year. Because a couple months ago, I was like, you know what? I just started to learn to crochet. Everyone's just going to get like a crocheted blanket. And yeah, that didn't really happen. One, because I can't crochet that fast and I have other things going on. I wish I could sit here and just crochet all day, but I can't. So obviously people started getting gifts. Some of the stuff they asked for, some stuff I like to surprise because I feel like it's not as special if you know exactly what you're getting. Like even my mom does that. Like, yes, there are certain things I know I'm getting. Like we're going to a football game on Christmas, and we're going to a concert, you know, when I go home. Like that stuff, obviously, like I know. And she usually gives me like a gift card for either Apple Music or gas or something like that. But there's also other things she told me. She's like, there are a couple surprises for you, so you have something to open under the tree. But you know, the older you get, most of the stuff that I want or not even need, I buy throughout the year. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna wait all year if I need a measuring cup. Guess what? I'm gonna need that, so I just buy it. But there are, you know, little things here and there, like for my grandparents, like maybe there's a nice perfume that I've been wanting, but you know, I have other ones, so I haven't gotten it yet, or you know, whatever. So just stuff like that. And so I do that for my parents too. Like there's stuff my mom knows she's getting, and stuff that they don't know. Like one of the things, like my project of the year was making their wedding photo album. And so she obviously knows she's getting this, but the surprise part of this gift is they don't actually know what it's going to look like. Yes, they, you know, lived the day, they've seen the pictures, but they don't know how I'm physically going to do the book. So that part will be a surprise because they don't know how I'm going to put it together, and you know, they don't know what pictures I'm using, you know. And I put in some quotes from the day, like their first dance, I put the lyrics so they could always kind of remember without completely having to turn the song on. So just stuff like that. So, and then clothes, like my stepdad, I get him some nice shirts every year just because he doesn't expect for me to get them. He's one of those that like has a list of things he wants and will just send it to people, so he knows exactly what he's getting, which is fine. He gets a couple of those, but again, it's not as special that way. He knows exactly what he's getting. Like he knows he's getting a wireless phone charger and you know, whatever else. So I like to kind of pop in some shirts and, you know, some nice stuff like that. Like one year, most of my gifts were like ornaments from like when they got engaged, got married, you know, all of that. Let's see what else. But yeah, I do that for most people, like my grandparents. My grandparents don't ask for literally anything. They're like, hey, you're a college student, you're poor, you have no money, don't buy us anything. But I'm like, oh yeah, of course, you know, in one ear, out that other. And they end up getting stuff. So I think I got my grandpa like this nice shirt. And then I got my grandma this nice shirt. That's kind of my thing. I go to Kohl's because I don't like to shop at Kohl's during like the regular year because they're so expensive. But on Black Friday, their deals are amazing. It's like 60 to 80% off, like everything. And so everyone, you get a shirt and you get a shirt, and, you know, all this stuff. So they all got some clothes, little sweaters, depending on what I find. Like last year I got my grandma this really nice, like light kind of exercise jacket that she can wear in the morning when she, you know, goes for her walks and stuff with my grandpa. But, you know, so every year I kind of do something a little different. And obviously I get stuff for myself too, because why not? I'm paying for it, so I might as well pop some stuff in for me. The cats, I don't know what they're getting. They get a home. They get to stay with me. They get to stay and live with me. That's pretty much their gift, so they're good. I'm just kidding. I'm sure they get treats as it is. Like I'll buy like a can of sardines at this store and stuff like that. So they get treats throughout the year as well. So they're fine. Plus they also get to go to the vet next year in a few months. So that's also part of their gift, is that I get to pay for their vet bill. So let's see, what's another Christmas tradition. One that I did as a kid but can't really do now because I don't live at home was making Christmas cookies with my grandma. Like I said, I used to do it every year. We'd have a whole list of different cookies that we would make. Russian tea cakes, or there are also Mexican wedding cakes, which I don't understand how that correlates, but whatever. I guess it depends on who makes it. I don't know. But so I used to make those Christmas cookies every year with my grandma, but because I live so far away, you know, I can't really help anymore, which kind of sucks. I did last year just because, like I said, I lived at home still. But this year I don't really get to help. I did tell her, you know, I was like, you know what? Because she was like, well, do you want me to make cookies? I'm like, well, I don't care if Mom and Eric want any. They can ask you separately, but I would personally like magic bars, which is like coconut, chocolate chips, all of that, and then my Russian tea cakes. Because, you know, those are stuff I can't get throughout the year, you know? So if I'm going to pig out, I'm going to, you know, do it right. So, it's another Christmas tradition. I don't know. I feel like those are like the main ones. I'm like, as a kid when I lived back in Indiana, one of my Christmas traditions was, so we'd open presents in the morning. My grandparents would come over before I woke up, and then I'd walk down the stairs, you know, like the stereotypical like movie Christmas scene where, you know, the kid, I get woken up, it's Christmas, wipe my eyes, whatever, walk down the stairs, and, you know, go into the living room. Well, it wasn't really a living room. It was like it's hard to explain what our house looked like in Indiana. Like, you walked in, and to the right, there was obviously a little closet, but then there's also like a room with a couch, and so it was like a second, I guess it was like a formal living room, because our living room was obviously by our kitchen, which I don't even know. But, so I'd walk down, but that's where our tree was. Our tree wasn't in our main living room. It was in, like, the one by the front door. But, so I'd walk down the stairs, and the tree was always, like, in the corner, like, by the window, so I could see it as I would walk, like, turn the corner, walking down the stairs. And I would see it, and I would walk in, and my grandma had her camera up, and everything was sprawled out. One year I got like a train, and I got this like cute little princess castle tent thing. I'm trying to think what else. Obviously gifts stacked up to the ceiling. Yeah, so we would do that like in the morning, because obviously I could probably sleep all day, and they're like, we have things to do, so they'd have to wake me up. But so we would do that, open all my presents, open what I could that morning. If it was something super easy, I'd have my grandpa put it together, and then they would go home, or next door, because they eventually lived right next door to us. And then, you know, I'd go take a bath and whatever, you know, I'd be sad to leave my toys, but I'd be getting more that day because we had to go to my aunt's, for Christmas dinner and to have Christmas with the cousins. And, you know, she has this huge tree in her living room, and we all pile in there, make our piles if it's, you know, if it's for me, if it's for Aunt Debbie, if it's for cousin Michael, you know, all of that. Or Uncle Michael? Yeah, if it's Auntie Trisha, it's Uncle Michael. Weird. I don't know. Big family. And then we'd all open it, obviously give our hugs and who's from who, you know, if it was from my grandma Boyer, you know, we'd go and hug her and we'd get her some stuff. Let's see. Who else would be? Pretty much, yeah, everyone, most cousins and stuff would come down. And then obviously we would have Christmas dinner. To be honest, I would probably remember opening gifts, but cannot tell you what we ate for dinner. Like, I don't know if we had turkey or ham or something else. Don't know, but I don't know. She always went above and beyond. We always had pie usually because my great grandma Boyer used to make pie. So the pie I remember. But yeah, that's the one part I remember. I can't remember if we played like games or like literally the only thing I remember is us sitting in that living room opening gifts with each other. That's like my biggest like imprinted memory in my brain. Like I said, I don't remember what we did afterwards. I'm sure we played with the toys, I played with my cousins, whatever, but that's the only part I really remember, to be honest. But no, that was probably my biggest memory as a kid. You know, snow's on the ground. I always remember that memory is waking up, looking at the window. You know, there's snow everywhere. It's Christmas morning, which I don't say I miss about Arizona. I don't think since living in Arizona, I feel like it never actually feels like Christmas. That's kind of another reason why I like to keep certain traditions, is because it reminds me, hey, it's actually Christmas time, because Christmas morning you wake up, it's 75 degrees and sunny. Like, I could go swimming if I really wanted to. Like, so, you know, it's nice to have those memories again, where, you know, looking at the window on Christmas and it's snowing or there's snow on the ground and, you know, all that. Let's see. See if there's any other Christmas traditions. Those are the main ones. I feel like if you have too many, then they don't become traditions because you have too much to do. But those are my main ones. Those are my big ones. And obviously spending time with my family, you know, a tradition of always, you know, going over to my grandparents' house. Like this year, well, I guess since my mom has met Eric, one of our traditions is going to church Christmas Eve. We go to Catholic Mass, usually at like 3, 4, I don't know. But we go to Catholic Mass, super long, and the priest always looked like he's about to like keel over, so old. I'm like, you can find one that's like 50, you can find one that's like 80 and can't walk. Okay. But we go to that's kind of our new tradition, you know, because, you know, when you're married, you have to have both family traditions. I don't know. But the one good thing I love about Christmas Eve, obviously we go to church and all that, but then we come back to the house. You know, Eric's parents go back to their place and get ready and change and whatever. And then we have pretty much a huge Christmas Eve party. So usually his kids aren't there because they're with their mom. So it's, sometimes my grandparents will come, but it'll be me, my mom, Eric, his parents, and then his sister. Usually, sometimes his sister will bring a friend, but it kind of depends. Oh, hello. It really depends, but we'll make like cocktails and just kind of hang out. And hi, what can I do for you? People don't really want to see your butt. They're kind of in the way, sir. Come here. Surprise. What do you see? Who's that? Who is that? Come here. We're here. Actually, come over here. So now everyone's staring at your butt. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, Christmas Eve. So we do that, and then we usually have Italian. So Eric's sister will make like lasagna or something like that. And then obviously we'll go to bed, and then Christmas we usually will go to my grandparents' house that morning, or they'll come over. Like last year during COVID, they came to our place and we did it outside. But this year we're just gonna go over to their place, have like breakfast, open gifts, all of that, hang out for a little bit, and then come back to the house and open. This is where it gets confusing because I don't know if we're opening gifts with Eric's kids or not afterwards, just because we're going to an NFL football game and we have to leave by 3. So, like, are we squeezing everything in before 3, or I have no idea. So we're just gonna, I guess we're winging it. We're gonna see. I don't know. I don't live there. They get to figure it out. I get to go and be like, where do you want me? And I go wherever. And that's pretty much it for this Christmas. Obviously, I'll be there for a while. I think I'll be there for a couple weeks. And then my best friend Angelica is flying in January 3rd. So she'll be here. she'll fly in and then have dinner with my parents, you know, because obviously like her mom is like her second, my mom is her like second mom, and similar, her mom is like my second mom, like because we've been friends for such a long time, like we're basically like siblings at this point. And so you know, and I'm sure she'll want to see my grandparents too, so she's gonna do that. And then we'll come back to Tucson. She'll stay at my apartment. We're probably gonna go to like a winery. We might probably gonna go to this like buffet at the like casino, like 30 minutes away, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I don't know. You know, just to kind of spend some time with each other, because every time I go to Indiana, like I see her, but it's usually me, her, and her husband, which is fine, you know, understand married life, but you know, she was mine first, so I want my alone time with her. And you know, so it's just, and it just kind of gets her away from the normal like day-to-day stuff. Like for me, like I'm on winter break, so I don't have school, so that automatically takes me away from stuff I do on a daily basis, where with her, all she does is, you know, work, sleep, eat, you know, so this kind of gives her a little break. So she'll be here for a week, which is nice. Originally, she's flying out of this like smaller airport, which only flies Monday to Friday. So I'm like, well, do you want to be here Monday to Friday, or do you want to go Monday to Monday, you know, so you don't feel rushed? Because again, 2 of those days are going to be traveling, and then, you know, the third, she gets there and then she's spending the night at my parents, so it's going to be the same thing going back, where we're going to have to spend the night, and then I'll take her to the airport the next day. And I'm like, I ain't driving all the way just to turn around again. That's a little crazy. So yeah, so that'll be really fun. I'm excited. She hasn't seen my apartment yet, obviously, because I just got it. So I'm excited for her to see everything, meet the cats. Everyone's always excited to meet the cats. And they love meeting new people, the same people. They just love people. But yeah, I think that's it for my Christmas traditions. It's a cloudy day today. I have my Christmas tree on, my village on, just to brighten, because everything was taking so long. But like I said, I hadn't made a video in a while, so I wanted to make one for you guys. But now I get to go and get all my Christmas cards ready, send them out, because they finally arrived. I'm so excited. So this is my first year doing Christmas cards as well. So this will probably be a new tradition. This year I did them with my cat, so it's have a meowy Christmas, or we wish you a meowy Christmas, something like that. Super cute. So of course my cats are on the Christmas card. So I'm excited to get to address those, send them out, and get Christmas vacation started in a couple days. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a amazing holiday. I'll try to maybe take some videos and make a short video of what I did for Christmas, but no promises. Every time I tell you guys I might do that, I get so caught up in the moment of being there that I'm like, crap, forgot to take a video. So we'll see. But you guys, I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas, holiday, or whatever you celebrate, you know, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, anything like that. And an awesome new year, and which is probably the next time I'll talk to you is probably in the new year, 2022. So have a great day, you guys. Bye.